My beloved child, I know you have prayed, hoped, and pondered deeply about the life partner I will send to you. I have heard every sigh, every prayer, and every dream you have tucked away in the depths of your heart. I understand that you have formed expectations, thoughts about their appearance, personality, and even the timing of their arrival in your life. But my child, are you willing to let me lead you beyond what you have envisioned, to open your heart to the wonder I have prepared? Because today, I want you to know that the one you will marry may not be what you expected. They may not arrive in the way you imagined, at the time you predicted, or even they may be older or younger than what you once thought would be right for you. This may confuse you. I see your hesitation because you have shaped your ideas of what is right and reasonable according to the world's perspective. But I, your God, do not work as the world does. I am not bound by human conventions. I see beyond what human eyes can perceive, beyond what ears can hear, beyond what your heart has yet to comprehend, my beloved. I want you to remember that marriage is not merely about age compatibility, but about the connection of souls, the intertwining of two lives that I have destined for each other long before they even knew of each other's existence. I see the missing pieces that you cannot. I know who will walk with you through life's journey, who will lift you up when you are weary, and who you can trust. Even in the most difficult moments, are you willing to let me write your story? Or will you let go of your own limitations to embrace a greater plan? Are you ready to love with my eyes instead of your own calculations? Perhaps they are older than you expected, yet they bring the steadiness your heart has longed for. Perhaps they are younger than you anticipated, yet they possess a mature soul and a depth of love you have never encountered before. Perhaps they will enter your life at an inconvenient time, yet they will be exactly what you need more than anything else, my beloved child. When I speak to you about the life partner I have chosen, I do not speak in human terms, nor am I constrained by societal standards or the measures the world imposes. I am not limited by age, appearance, or any criteria by which you often evaluate others. When I choose someone for you, I do not merely see their present. I see the future where you and they will walk together, grow together, and build what I have ordained. I do not want you to hesitate or doubt what I'm about to do in your life. If I lead you to a place you never expected, if I orchestrate something beyond what you have imagined, will you have enough faith to walk with me? Do you trust that I know what is best for you even when it looks nothing like the plans you have made? Do you believe that the love I have for you surpasses every limit your mind can conceive, my beloved child? Let me tell you, this true love is not based on outward appearances, not based on age, not based on what your eyes can see or your ears can hear. True love is built upon the foundation of steadfastness, perseverance, sacrifice, and above all, my guidance. I want you to know that nothing I do is without deep meaning. I am the sovereign over all times, all paths, and all relationships. Not a single detail in your life is outside of my providence. Therefore, be at peace. Do not let worries or worldly preconceptions hinder you from embracing the beautiful plan I have ordained. You may have grown up with perspectives and patterns that your family and society have instilled regarding love and marriage. Perhaps you have heard that a husband and wife must be similar in age to understand each other, that a man must be older to protect a woman, or that a significant age difference creates an insurmountable barrier. These thoughts may have taken root in your mind, shaping the standards you set when envisioning your future spouse, but, my child, I want you to remember that I am not bound by human rules. What you see as laws and standards are but temporary constructs of the world. But I, the one who created you, see beyond them, beyond all human understanding. I look at the heart when I prepare someone for you. I do not look at the year they were born, nor do I measure their suitability by age or external factors. I see the soul, the sacred connection, and the mission you both will fulfill together. I know who will help you grow, who will complement what you lack, who will be your support when you need it most, and who will walk with you on the journey I have ordained since eternity past. Do you believe that true love is not confined by what you can measure me? Do you dare to trust that I can bring you the right person in a way you never expected? Perhaps you have believed that you would marry someone older for protection. But what if I choose someone younger yet with a heart full of wisdom? One who listens and leads you in truth. Perhaps you think that marrying someone your age will ensure harmony in thoughts. But what if I send you someone from a different generation, who is in fact the perfect piece I have long prepared for you? Remember, true love is not built on external factors, but on the solid foundation of patience, understanding, trust. And above all, my guidance when I bring two people together, I do not only consider the present, I see the future, where you and that person will walk through seasons of joy and sorrow, through trials and victories, and through days when you will need a hand to hold so that you will not fall. Let me place this truth in your heart. The right season is the one I choose, not early, not late, not by accident, and never mistimed when I bring that person into your life. It will be the most perfect moment, not as you expected, but as I have ordained, my child. Let me guide you into this journey with an open heart. Dare to let go of the patterns you have built for yourself, so that you may be ready to receive what is new, what is wondrous, what is beautiful. What I am preparing, you may be feeling anxious, struggling with your own thoughts. You wonder, but Lord, what if I don't feel comfortable with this? What if I cannot accept such a great change, my beloved child? I do not force you, but I invite you to trust. I want you to understand that nothing I do is ever without purpose. If you allow me to lead, you will see that what I place before you is always what is best. And when you look back, you will realize that nothing happened by chance. Everything had a purpose. And I was always there, guiding you every step of the way. So let your heart be at peace. Do not cling to what you have predetermined for yourself. Let me write your story in the way I have designed from eternity. You may not understand it now, but one day you will see that my plan has always been greater than anything you could have imagined. I am not merely connecting two lives. I am weaving together two souls in a way that only I can. I am crafting a love story so beautiful that when you look back, you will see that it surpasses anything you ever expected. So dare to believe. Let me lead you into this journey with a heart of obedience and unwavering trust. When you put your faith in me, you will never be disappointed, for my love for you far exceeds anything you could think or ask for. Prepare your heart. Be ready to step into the wonder I have ordained, and when you recognize this deep within your soul, write it down as a seal of your faith in me. Yes, I am ready to walk in your plan. Yes, I trust in your love and guidance. Yes, I will wait for the one you have prepared for me in the perfect timing you have ordained. I know there are moments when you look at your circumstances and ask, Lord, how will I recognize the one you have chosen for me? How can I be sure that they are the right one when there are so many differences between us? And if those around me do not understand or approve, how will I face the whispers, the judgments, the scrutinizing eyes? I see those questions stirring in your heart. I understand that you seek confirmation, a clear sign, an undeniable assurance. But my child, do not let the opinions of people overshadow my plan. Remember, I alone see the full picture of your life. I alone know what is best for you. If I have appointed someone for you, nothing can hinder it. Not age, not circumstances, not the opinions of others. I do not operate by human standards, nor am I limited by their way of thinking, what man deems impossible. I make possible what man calls unreasonable. I use to reveal my wisdom and my glory. My beloved child, I have not only placed you in this relationship, but have also equipped you with everything you need to walk this journey. If I have chosen someone with an age difference beyond what you expected, then I have also given both of you wisdom, patience, understanding, and grace to overcome every challenge together. I have not merely brought you two together, but I have also granted you the ability to harmonize, to learn from each other, and to love one another in the way that I have ordained. I did not send you into this relationship for you to be fearful or confused. On the contrary, I want you to walk in trust, knowing that I am always there guiding your every step. The differences you worry about will not be barriers if you allow me to take control when you both walk with me. What seems impossible to reconcile will become opportunities for both of you to grow, to become stronger together, and to build a firm foundation upon the love that I have established. But you must decide, will you place your trust in me, or will you let the voices of the world shake your faith? Will you choose to believe that I know what is best, or will you be bound by what others think? My beloved child, your life is not determined by the opinions of the world, but by the plans I have written for you. No one can alter what I have set in motion. Those around you may not understand, they may question, they may not accept. But I want you to remember this. I am the one who created you. I am the one who gives you a future, and I am the one who leads you to true love, so do not be troubled by what others will say. Pay attention to my voice, for only my words are the light that guides your path. You may not see everything clearly at this moment, but if you stand firm and walk with me, you will realize that my plan is always more perfect than anything you could imagine. Let me lead you. Let me shape your heart, and let the love I have chosen for you become a radiant testimony of my goodness and power. When I place something in your heart, it is not a mistake. It is a promise that I will always be with you, giving you strength, peace, and complete joy, my beloved child. Be vigilant, for in these crucial moments, the enemy will do everything possible to sow doubt in your mind. He will use subtle lies, faint whispers to make you waver. He will try to lead you away from my plan by filling your heart with confusion, fear, and negative thoughts about the very blessing I have given you. He will say, "This is not meant for you. You have misunderstood. This cannot be God's will." He will try to convince you, "This is impossible. You cannot possibly harmonize with someone so different. There will be too many challenges. Everything will become too difficult, or even worse." He will plant a silent fear in your heart. You will regret this marriage, my beloved child. Recognize his schemes. The enemy does not want you to step into the goodness I have prepared for you. He knows that when you walk in my plan, you will be blessed. You will grow in love and in faith. He does not want you to experience the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment that I have set aside for you. He wants to keep you within the confines of fear, in the chains of what seems reasonable by worldly standards. But my child, my voice pierces through all lies. Let your spirit listen to my voice, not the deceptions of the enemy. When he tries to sow doubt in your heart, I will remind you of the steadfastness of my word. When he seeks to steal the peace in your soul, I will fill your heart with my presence, so that you will not be shaken. You do not need to fear. The age of the spouse I have chosen for you is not a mistake, nor is it a coincidence. I am the creator, the orchestrator, and the architect of all things in their perfect time. If I have chosen that person for you, if I have ordained that connection, then I have also prepared grace and understanding for both of you to walk together. You do not need to fear. The difference in age does not diminish the love I have destined for you. It does not alter my plan. Rather, it magnifies the boundlessness of my wisdom and power. I am not limited by numbers. I am not bound by human rules. When I unite two souls, I do not do it as the world does. I do not choose by external criteria. I look at the heart, at the mission, at the calling I have placed upon your lives. The world may not understand. They may question. They may look at the two of you and wonder, how can they belong together? How can this be God's will? But my child, they do not need to understand, for when I do something, it does not require human approval. My word is absolute. My will is perfect. My plan is unshakable. I want you to remember this. You do not need the world's validation to know that you are walking in my will. You do not need to worry about what others will say, for I am the one who upholds you. You do not need to fear differences, for I am the one who turns those differences into a masterpiece. When you walk in faith, you will see that what once seemed difficult will become effortless. Because I am the one making a way for you when you place your full trust in me. You will no longer be concerned with age circumstances or the insignificant matters that the world deems important for you. Will know that with me, all things are good, my beloved child. Let your heart open like a door receiving my light. Let go of the preconceptions you have built, the ideas ingrained in your mind about what love should be, about how a relationship should unfold. If you are willing to lay down those thoughts and walk by faith, you will be astonished by the love I have prepared for you. It will not be what you expected, but for that very reason, it will be more beautiful than anything you could have imagined. It will be a love that not only fills you with joy, but also refines you, shapes you, and deepens your understanding of my infinite grace. Do you know, my child? You are not the first whom I have led into a relationship beyond human expectations. You are not the first of my children to feel uncertain about what I am doing. Not the first to ask, Lord, really is this truly your plan? But my child, if you search my word, you will see that throughout generations, I have united people in extraordinary circumstances. I have written love stories that transcend all boundaries, so that through them my greatness may be revealed. Remember Abraham and Sarah when I promised them a child. It seemed impossible. They were both far beyond the age of bearing children by human standards. Yet I gave them a miracle, and that child became part of my promise, an essential link in the plan of redemption. For all human look at the story of Ruth, a Moabite woman, one who did not belong to Israel, yet I led her to Boaz, a man of kindness and integrity. From their union came the lineage of David and ultimately the Christ. If Ruth had focused only on the differences between herself and Boaz, if she had let fear of her circumstances hold her back, would she have stepped into the extraordinary plan I had prepared for her? And what about Esther, a young Jewish girl taken into the Persian palace, becoming the queen of a foreign king? Everything around her was unfamiliar, different, seemingly misaligned with what she might have imagined for her life. Yet in that very place, I used her to save an entire nation. If Esther had rejected my plan simply because it did not match her own expectations, what would have become of history, my beloved child? These stories are not just records of the past. They are living testimonies of how I work in the lives of my people. I am not bound by the laws of the world. I do not choose according to human standards. I do not arrange relationships merely because they seem logical by societal measures. When I act, I do great things, unexpected things, things beyond human understanding, because I am the God of wonders. So my child, when I bring someone into your life, do not let your limited understanding prevent you from receiving my gift. Do not let deeply ingrained prejudices blind you to the miracle I have prepared. Do not let the whispers of others cause you to doubt my voice if I have chosen in someone for you. Trust that I know exactly what I am doing. If I have placed love in your heart, it is not by chance, it is part of my divine plan. Consider this. True love is not the perfect alignment of circumstances, but the sacred meeting of two hearts molded by my hands. Love is not about convenience, but commitment. Love is not just an emotion. It is an invitation to step into a journey of growth, to mature together, to discover more of who I am. A love built upon my foundation will not only bring you joy, but will also strengthen you. It will not only delight you, but will challenge you, transform you, and draw you closer to me. Will you walk by faith? Will you trust that the love I have for you surpasses anything you could ever imagine? Will you believe that I am writing a story far more beautiful than any you could create for yourself? If you look at the examples in my word, you will see that I have never failed to fulfill my plan. If I could do it for them, I can do it for you. So open your heart. Let me lead you into the love I have prepared. Let me tear down the walls you have built in your mind, so that you may see the greater thing that awaits you. Walk forward with readiness, with trust, with obedience. For I am the one writing your story with my own hands. And when you choose to trust me, you will never have regrets, my beloved. Let my words sink deep into your heart and become the light that guides your steps. Marriage is not merely the union of two people. It is a sacred reflection of my eternal love for you. When you step into the covenant I have prepared, it is not just an earthly relationship. It is a living testimony of my faithfulness, my steadfastness, and my boundless grace. My love is not limited by human boundaries. It is not constrained by worldly rules, nor by the frameworks that people impose on relationships. When I unite two souls, I do not do so in the way mankind expects, but according to the plan I have ordained from the very beginning, a way that is perfect, complete, and beautiful beyond all expectations. If I have chosen someone for you, then no matter the circumstances, no matter if that person arrives at a time you did not anticipate, or no matter how great the differences between you may seem, I am still the one who holds all things in my hands. Your marriage is not just about the two of you. It is also a part of the grand plan I am unfolding. It is a testimony of unwavering love, patience, perseverance, and faithfulness that I desire to reveal through your very life. As you walk in my guidance, you will come to see that marriage is not merely a relationship. It is a transformative journey, a sacred union where I shape you, where I teach you humility, compassion, and how to love as I have loved my beloved. If my voice reaches your heart today, if you feel the gentle yet powerful stirring within you, do not turn away. Do not let fear or a lack of full understanding keep you from receiving the good that I desire to give you. Let your heart bear witness to this truth. Let your spirit nod in agreement with what I am speaking. I have not placed this before you by chance, nor do I speak only for you to hear and forget. This is an invitation. A door stands open before you, a great blessing, on mere numbers or humanly set standards. I am the one who sees beyond what you can comprehend. When I bring two hearts together, it is not merely a choice of reason or a logical calculation. It is a divine orchestration, something far greater than anything you could expect. Perhaps you are asking, Lord, how can I prepare my heart for something I never saw coming? How can I open myself to a love that arrives in a way I never imagined, my beloved? I see the concerns within you. I understand that stepping into something completely new can feel overwhelming, but my child, you do not need to understand everything on your own. You only need to learn how to trust, how to surrender, and how to let me lead you. Begin by cultivating a heart of obedience. Open your soul so that I may do my work within you. Do not let old expectations, preconceived notions, or the lists you have made about your future spouse become barriers between you and the wonderful plan I have already designed. Lay down the expectations you have built in your imagination. Release the rigid ideas of what you believe your spouse must be. Let me be the one to determine who is best suited for you rather than allowing the world's standards to shape your thinking. Do you realize that the more you try to control everything, the more exhausted you become? That is because you were not created to control the future, but to trust in the one who holds it when you cling tightly to your own plans. You limit yourself to the small things you can see, but when you surrender and allow me to lead you, we'll step into something far greater, more beautiful, and more perfect than anything you could have arranged for yourself. Let me teach you how to love with my heart. Let me teach you how to love with my heart. Let me show you that true love is not about perfection, according to human standards, but about the harmony that I have ordained. If you seek only based on outward criteria, you may overlook the one I have chosen for you, the one whom I know will love you in the way you truly need, the one whom I know will walk with you on the journey. I have already written, my beloved child. Take a moment to reflect on the voices you have heard from the world, from family, from friends, from society. They may have told you that you need someone who fits a certain standard, perhaps, in age, background, status, or specific characteristics. They deem ideal, but have you ever stopped to ask me? Have you ever allowed me to tell you about the one I have prepared for you? Are you willing to set aside all that you think you know? And listen to me, let go of the timelines you have set for yourself. Let me decide the perfect time for you. Perhaps you thought you must be married by a certain age, or that you had a plan for your life that left no room for my intervention. But my child, you do not need to worry about time, for I am the one who holds every moment. Nothing happens too early or too late when it is in my hands. Everything I do has a reason, a purpose, and leads to the best outcome for you. Set aside the judgments you have heard from others. Do not let the words of people keep you from stepping into the wonder I have prepared. There may be those who do not understand, those who doubt, and even those who speak against your choices. But my child, are you living to please me or to satisfy the world? Do you believe that I am the one writing your story? Or will you let those who cannot see the full picture decide for you? Let me do my work in you. Let me change the way you see love, marriage, and the union that I have ordained. You do not need to understand everything. Right now, you need only one thing: to trust me. Trust that I know exactly what I am doing. Trust that I have seen what you cannot yet see. Trust that when you surrender to me, when you lay down your plans and allow me to lead you, will never be lost. My beloved child, let your heart be softened in my hands. Do not let what seems reasonable to you obscure the wonders I have set in motion. Be courageous enough to release everything you are holding on to. Believe that when you let me take your hand, you will walk upon the path that I myself have prepared. Prepared a path full of blessings, love, and my divine protection. My beloved child, give your heart to me. Hold nothing back, do not hesitate or fear, but offer your whole heart to me like fertile soil, ready to be cultivated by my hands. Let me shape your heart, refine it and soften it, so that you may receive the marvelous things I am about to bestow upon you. You may not yet understand all that I am doing, but trust that everything I prepare is for your greatest good. Ask me to transform the way you see love, marriage, and the sacred connection between two souls. Let me clear away the worries, doubts, and expectations you have placed upon yourself, so that you may open your heart to the gift I am about to bring into your life. Allow me to prepare you not only with knowledge, but with a humble heart, a spirit ready to embrace the new, and a steadfast faith to walk with me without fear. Beloved child, begin this preparation by seeking me more earnestly. Spend time in prayer, not only to tell me about your desires, but also to listen to me, to sense my guidance. Seek me in my word, for in it lies wisdom, light, and direction, to help you recognize the path I am opening before you as you immerse your heart in my word. You will see more clearly what I am doing. You will no longer be confused or doubtful, but instead, you will have a certainty and peace that come from me. Stay close to me. Make listening to my voice an indispensable part of your life as you learn to recognize my voice and train your heart to be sensitive to my guidance. You will no longer feel lost in your choices. You will know when I bring someone into your life, and you will recognize my mark on that relationship. Whether that person is older or younger than you, whether they come at a time you did not expect, you will know they are the right one for you, because I have ordained it. The love I have for you is not a coincidence. My plan is not a series of random events. Everything I do has a purpose, a perfect arrangement that you cannot fully understand at this moment. But when you trust me, when you allow me to prepare you from within, you will see that the love I have for you is the most wonderful thing you have ever known. So enter this preparation with trust. Let me guide you step by step. Let me shape your heart so that it becomes tender and ready to love in the way I desire. When you do this, you will realize that my plan is always good, and the one I have chosen for you will not only be a life companion, but also a living testimony of my love, wisdom, and grace in your life, beloved child. As you walk this journey I have set before you, there will be times when you feel uncertain. There will be moments when you look at your circumstances and see challenges ahead, and a vague anxiety may arise within you. I know that differences can make you hesitate. Differences in age and ways of thinking in life, experiences in communication, styles, or in perspectives on life that do not entirely align. These differences may cause you to question, will I be able to connect with this person? Can I overcome these barriers? But my child, do not be afraid. Do not let these things discourage you, for if I am the one who has brought the two of you together, then I am also the one who will provide everything you need to nurture this relationship. Nothing happens outside of my control. No challenge is too great for me to help you overcome. If I have placed someone in your life, I have also prepared within you enough wisdom, enough patience, and enough love to sustain and strengthen that relationship. Consider a tiny seed that is sown into the ground. It cannot grow on its own without sunlight, water, nutrients, and a caretaker. Likewise, a lasting love cannot rely only on initial emotions. It requires continuous care, perseverance, and patience. True love is not about perfection from the very beginning, but about gradual growth through each challenge, through every time you both work through differences, and through every moment you learn to love as I have taught you. You remember that the love I have created is not like what the world defines. It is not an impulsive emotion, not a means to fulfill temporary needs, nor a choice based solely on what your eyes can see. The love I give you is a journey where you and the other person learn together, grow together, and overcome what the world deems impossible. If you focus only on differences, you may feel discouraged. But if you look to me, you will see that these very differences are the tools I use to refine you, to make you stronger, more mature, and to help you understand the true meaning of love, my beloved child. Trust that when I place someone in your life, no difference is too great to overcome. Do not be anxious if your ways of communication are not yet fully aligned. Instead of fearing, let your heart be softened, ready to listen, ready to learn, ready to slow down and understand the other person in the way I desire. Do not be troubled if you and they are in different stages of life, for I knew this from the moment I ordained this relationship. Do not be afraid if your past experiences do not align, for I am the one who can weave different stories into a harmonious masterpiece. where you and the other person complement one another rather than allowing differences to become barriers. Do you dare to believe that I can do great things? Are you willing to let me shape you through these challenges? Do you trust that the love I give you is not a fragile love, but one that can withstand all adversities, every relationship upon my foundation? You will see that it is not a fragile connection, but a covenant guarded by me. The love I give you will not resemble the shallow relationship of the world where people come together for fleeting reasons and part ways. When trials arise, know, my child, the love I establish is a love forged in trials, deepened by patience.